Hey guys, welcome to Lover Squirrel's Booktube channel, and today I'm gonna rant about Couture by H.M. Irving. So, yeah, such a great book. Okay, so just as a warning, this has a shit ton of swears in it, and my main problems with this book is the fact that it's such an unhealthy relationship, and this includes stuff like verbal abuse, physical abuse, and even sexual assault and stuff. So if you don't want to hear that, then just don't listen. Stop now. And this is going to have spoilers, so if you do want to read the book, or you want to hear my points but you don't want the swears, then feel free to read my civilized and spoiler-free review that I am leaving down in the description. And just to cover all my bases, H.M. Irving, if you are watching, well, I suggest you stop watching now, but if you keep watching, just know that what I'm saying is not personal. I am sure you are a pleasant person in real life who is emotionally stable, and I'm sure you are capable of writing a good novel if you put your mind to it. This is just not a good novel. If, for whatever reason, you find the impulse to attack me on Twitter, though, then feel free. You will not be the first author to do so. Alright. Where to start? Let's start with a fucking cover, now shall we? Okay, this story is about a plus-size model, who, for American size, is about size 14, and it takes place in Australia, and by Australian size, it's size 16. Look at it! She's, barely a 8. I'm an 8, okay? And she might be skinnier than me. Okay, that has nothing really to do with the story, but it really irks the shit out of me that the publishers either didn't care enough about the story to, even read the blurb, or they just didn't think a size 14 was marketable enough to put on the cover. But I don't know fucking why. But, like I said, that has very little to do with the story, or nothing to do with the story, except the fact that the entire story revolves around the fact that she's a size 14 in the fucking modeling industry. But apparently, that's not worth putting on the fucking cover of the motherfucking book. Now, I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people who might like this story. If you wanted Kilgrave and Jessica Jones to get together, then you will like this story. If you thought Christian Grey was too good for Anastasia, then you will probably like this story. If you want to feel emotionally stable and sane about your life, and you want to feel good about your relationship and know that in perspective you have a very healthy relationship with your significant other, then you will definitely love this story. Because this relationship is fucking shit. Nothing is really good about the story. Very, very little, if anything. This is not the first H.M. Irving book I've read, and the other one I read had, a lot of red flags that showed, a borderline abusive relationship. But this one's definitely abusive. Because Aaron is controlling, he's physically abusive, and he's just a fucking nightmare. Oh my gosh. And what's her name? What is her fucking name? I don't even fucking know because this is written in first person. Claire, that's her fucking name. Claire is not that great either. It's really difficult to have sympathy for somebody who just sucks so much. Claire is a woman who is supposedly a full-grown woman, in her 30s and stuff, who has been a modeling agent for years for her sister Janice, who is the model, duh. But despite this, she is constantly in awe of beautiful people. You would think that she would be desensitized for a while, but no, she is not. She is completely in awe of Aaron. She's completely in awe of her fucking sister. She looks at beautiful people and she's like, ah! And that's it. That's her entire thing. That's all. That's all her character. It's that and how she thinks she's ugly. And by the way, she's not fucking ugly. She loves to, give proof that she's ugly by the fact that no guys are lining up to see her and stuff, and that the guy who took her virginity regretted it as soon as he did it and stuff. And you know what? Maybe she has a valid argument, especially when the publishers didn't even think she was pretty enough to be on the fucking cover, and they decided to put her fucking sister Janice on the fucking cover because there's no fucking way that motherfucking bitch on that cover is Claire. You know what? Claire is not fucking ugly. She was solicited to be a model. She was one of 2 plus-size models to go on the runway for a fashion show. Like, in the entire fashion show, she was only one of 2 plus-size models. She was chosen to walk with the designer in the grand finale because everybody loved her so fucking much. And she was begged to be a centerfold. She was begged to be a Playboy centerfold. And she still thinks she's fucking unattractive. Since when is Playboy recruiting ugly people to be on their fucking centerfold? Never! You crazy! Like, oh my gosh, I get having insecurities, but damn, that was just straight up delusions! What's also annoying is that she is constantly bitching about the modeling industry and what she has to do. She's constantly bitching about the clothes she has to wear, like the photo shoots, networking with people. She is constantly bitching, saying that she's selling her body and that's degrading and all of this shit. And, like, how much she hates it. And also, she even goes, like, flats out says at one point that she never wanted to be a model. Well, then why did you fucking agree? Nobody was holding a gun to your head. You did not have money issues. Nobody said, I will cure your sister's cancer if you do this fucking photo shoot. None of that shit. There's a fucking fly. I will fucking murder it. Okay. And, like, she just... So I don't understand why she agrees. Not even the author knows why she agrees because they totally cut out the part where she actually says, yes, I'll become a model. Like, they show the scene of her being solicited, they show her disbelief, and then just complete cut out. Like, complete black screen. Like, that's where the chapter ends. And then the next chapter, she's getting ready for the photo shoot. Nobody ever explains why she took the deal since she apparently hates modeling so much. And her boyfriend, Aaron, is not much better. Aaron used to be a model, and apparently he hated it. His family asked him to start modeling again for whatever fucking reason. I don't fucking know. And so he decided to start modeling again, despite the fact that he hated it so much, and he continues to hate it, but he hates the idea of modeling so much that he almost overdosed on antidepressants. That's how much he hates modeling, and now he's going back into it. Who the fuck knows why? His shit doesn't need the money because he already had a good modeling career and now he's a modeling agent. And for some reason he's going back into modeling because his family told him to. Like, oh, no. I don't fucking buy that. And by the way, despite the fact that he hates modeling so much, he has pictures of himself plastered all over his bedroom wall of his photo shoots. This was apparently, like, the worst time in his life. He never even wanted to be a model. He did to save his family's business, but, like, he never even wanted to join, but he joined it for financial reasons, which I understand. The fucking fly. But, like, after the financial issues went away and stuff, he decided to quit modeling, and that's a rational reaction, but now he's getting fucking back into modeling. Like, why? I don't understand. I don't even understand why these characters can't just like modeling. What's wrong with that? I mean, either like modeling or get out of the business. Because it's just so dumb. Both of them knew what they were getting themselves into. Claire had been a modeling agent for several years. Like, she knew the business. So, she knew what she was getting herself into. Aaron had been a model, so he knew what he was getting himself into. And yet they both went in and hated it anyway. Like, why? Alright, now, the best part of the story, or the fucking worst, depending on how you fucking look at it. Aaron and Claire together. I don't even know where to begin with them. They were just so awful. At first, it was only, like, slightly annoying. Claire was just so besotted with Aaron, it was, like, really weird and annoying. Like, I get that he was her teenage crush and stuff, but she is, like, fawning all over him during, like, a business meeting. What's supposed to be, like, a professional lunch. She is just fawning over him, and, like, she just can't stop being hypnotized by his beauty, because apparently beauty is fucking magic in this book. Aaron becomes Claire's boss. And, like, yeah, he's still attracted to her, and I guess I didn't... He says weird shit all the time about how if she finishes this mile on the treadmill, he will fuck her, and, like, he made up an excuse so he could see her naked while she was changing and stuff. And, like, that stuff's already concerning. it's like already concerning. I didn't start to like really hate him until the night of like this huge event. That's when shit gets really dumb and I really start to hate Aaron. Because it's just like a crap night. But he takes Claire to the fashion show, they're all together and stuff, and then at the fucking end, when they're about to fucking leave, what happens? He leaves her outside for like about 20 minutes or so, while he goes back inside for something, I don't fucking know. And during that time, she is fucking attacked by some shitbag who tries to rape her on the fucking street. So, of course, this sets it up really well for Aaron to fucking save her. But, you know what his fucking reaction was? To the fact that she almost got fucking raped? He's like, starts flipping out at her. That's what it was. And he blames her for getting almost raped. Yeah, isn't that nice? He blames her. I'm not saying it's Aaron's fucking fault that she almost got raped, but it's still not Claire's fault either. He is just a fucking piece of shit. And then, after she almost gets fucking raped, he puts her into his car, and without even fucking asking her if she wants to go to his fucking place of fucking stuff, he just takes her to his place, where, without even asking her again, he just says, "We are going where I can fuck you uninterrupted." Yeah, it doesn't matter what she fucking wants now, does it? Because all he wants to do is get the fuck off. And apparently it doesn't matter if she was just almost raped, because now he gets to rape her. So it's all good because he's sexy. And when she protests this, he flips out and says that and threatens to rape her right in the car instead of waiting until the apartment. That's his reaction to her saying no. Now they get to the building and they start making out in the elevator up to the apartment, and it looks like some nice sexy time and everything. And then when they get there, they find his family in the apartment. And Aaron immediately ignores Claire and starts bickering at his family. And I get that. Family issues can be very absorbing. But while this is happening, Claire, who's feeling real awkward and is still in super uncomfortable formal clothes from going to a fucking fashion show, she slips into his room, where she sees all the creepy fucking photos of him on the walls and loves it for some weird reason and starts lusting over a picture of him when he was fucking 16. In there, she starts taking off her clothes because they're fucking uncomfortable. They're supposed to be having sex anyway in like a few minutes. So, whatever. But it's a dark room where apparently she can only see the pictures on the walls, and that's about it, like nothing else. And apparently Aaron's fucking brother is in the fucking room when this is happening. And of course Aaron's brother is like catcalling and being like, "Nice striptease," and like being a complete dipshit and stuff. So Aaron walks in on them and like flips out at Claire. I mean, he flips at his brother too and tells his brother to get the fuck out. But you want to know what he fucking does to Claire? He fucking spanks her. And keep in mind, only an hour ago, she was almost raped on the street by a fucking stranger, and now he is fucking spanking her for having the audacity to go into a room where his brother was in. And you know what? I would actually not care as much if at some point in like the last 30 pages or so, he had like said something to Claire being like, "At random times, I am going to spank you without your consent and without it being justified." And if she was like, "Okay, cool, whatever, I'm into that," then I would be okay. But he didn't. So this is abuse. There is a thin but very fucking clear line between abuse and the dominant submissive relationship, and that line is called informed fucking consent. And none of that happens, of course. At least Christian Grey in 50 fucking Shades actually had At least Christian Grey in 50 fucking Shades had Anastasia Google shit before he did stuff to her. So congratulations, Aaron. You made Christian fucking Grey look like a fucking prince. And her reaction to this, of course, is that she starts crying, which is a very reasonable reaction to, getting hit by your fucking boss after getting almost raped and getting threatened to be raped and then accidentally giving a striptease. So she starts crying and he starts flipping out, being like, oh no, I'm so sorry, how can I help? What's wrong? And that would be sweet if he wasn't the one who had caused the fucking crime by fucking beating her. And it is so annoying because I'm sure this is a moment where we're supposed to think he is so sweet and sexy and everything, and all I'm thinking is that he's an abusive piece of shit. Because that is all he is. There are so many times where what he will do is he will flip out at her and get so angry, and then as soon as she submits to him in whatever way, maybe she'll start crying, maybe she'll just say, I'm sorry for whatever reason, even if she's not wrong. She'll say, I'm sorry, I'll do better or whatever. He immediately calms down. He's like waging psychological warfare on her. And then, that's not even the only unforgivable thing he ever did. While Aaron is at a fucking photo shoot, Claire is tagging along. While just waiting in a chair watching Aaron get his picture taken, somebody hands her a cheeseburger and she smiles at him. That is it. She fucking smiles because somebody handed her a cheeseburger. You want to know what Aaron's reaction is to that? His reaction is to threaten to fucking have sex with her in the middle of the fucking shoot. He gets so fucking angry. Like, as soon as they have a break, he gets so angry. He goes up to her, he kisses her. Like, he's like gripping his arms and fucking manhandling her and threatening to take her right then and there because she had the audacity to smile at a person who gave her food. There are like 3 separate times that I can think of where I fucking proposed marriage to somebody who gave me food. Okay? All she did was smile, and that is a very reasonable reaction. And Aaron is flipping out, being like, you're cheating on me. You want this guy. You don't want me anymore. No, get the fuck over yourself, you piece of shit. Their relationship is so abusive, and I'm supposed to think it's romantic. I'm supposed to be fucking rooting for Aaron as, like, the good guy. No. No. What makes him good? Nothing. I'm not even totally convinced that he loves Claire. She says that he loves her all the time, and he says that he loves him. But I honestly think he saw an easy mark. Somebody who has a shit ton of insecurities, and he was like, hey, you know who I could have a lot of power over? This girl. And I think that's all there is to it. I think he only likes her because he knows that he can boss her around, and she will agree and, like, just go with it. That is it. It doesn't help that Claire is fucking hypnotized by beauty. And she really is, by the way. At one point, she is, like, sitting with her sister, and, like, they're having a huge fight, and her sister is saying, like, these awful, hateful things to her. And Claire is just completely hypnotized by her sister putting on makeup. Like, her sister saying all this complete crap about how Claire is awful and everything. And all Claire can focus on is how pretty her sister looks while she's putting on makeup. I don't know what is up with this girl. Get over it. It's makeup. Get over it. It's beauty. You're in the fucking modeling industry, but you know what? Whatever. Be fucking crazy and delusional, because it makes me look fucking sane. That's right. Right now, I look sane compared to you. Do you know how impressive that is that you look crazier than I do right now? But you know what? Fine. So the moral of this rant is that this book has 1 out of 5 stars for me. And that's about it. It's a horrible book. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. I don't know. No hard feelings if you like it, but... okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.